Christ and Conduct by James Allen. Chapter 4. The Word and the Doer. Whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and does them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Jesus. If ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Jesus. The gospel of Jesus is a gospel of living and doing. If it were not this, it would not voice eternal truth. His temple is a purified conduct. The entrance door to which is self-surrender. It invites men to shake off sin and promises, as a result, joy and blessedness and perfect peace. There is one characteristic in the teachings of all those great souls who have been worshipped by mankind as heroes, and that is that they bring to light and appeal directly to the simple facts and truths of the soul and of life. And in the teaching of Jesus, this feature stands out preeminently. Strictly speaking, he put forward no theory, advanced no creed, laid no claim to any particular views, and propounded no speculative philosophy. He was content to state that which is. Men are so taken up with their pleasures, theories, theologies, and philosophies that they cannot comprehend the simple facts of life. It is supremely the office of the true teacher to bring men back to the simple and beautiful reality of their own souls. The false teacher, who can perceive the simple truths of duty and conduct, and does not see himself as a man, and they are, when asked to point out the way of truth, will declare that it lies entirely in the acceptance of his own particular theology, and will warn the questioner against all other systems of theology. Not so, however, the true teacher, he who knows the human heart, and who sees life it is, and particularly not so Jesus, who, when questioned the way of life, always told his questioner to go and do certain things. Never once did he refer our questioner to any views, theories, or deftly woven philosophies of his own, or indeed of other men. He referred them to duty and to purity of life and conduct. And the only thing he warned them against were their own sins. And truly this is all that is needful. The man either abandons sin or clings to it. If the former, he does all and realizes the law of life. If the latter, he does nothing and remains ignorant, blind, without understanding. Truth is contained in conduct, not in any system of thoughts, and to live purely and blamelessly is infinitely superior to all worldly doctrines. Let a man carefully study every system of theology, and he will at last find that one selfless thought, one pure deed puts them all to shame. Truth is divorced from the controversies of the creeds, but it shines with undimmed luster in the self-forgetting deed. How beautifully this is illustrated in the parables of Jesus, and how forcefully it is brought out in many of the incidents of his life, particularly in that one recorded in the 10th chapter of Luke, where the lawyer asked, "Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" The answer of Jesus is to ask him to repeat the chief commandment, which being done, Jesus simply said, "This do, and thou shalt live." Whereupon the lawyer, wishing to draw Jesus into an argument in order, no doubt, to confound him, asked, "And who is my neighbor?" With a hence incomparable parable of the Good Samaritan, wherein Jesus showed in the simplest language and imagery, yet forcefully and unmistakably, that religious observances are so many vain and useless burdens unless accompanied by good deeds, and that the so-called worldly man who does unselfish deeds has already found eternal life, while the so-called religious man who shuts up his soul against mercy and unselfishness is shut out from life. To comprehend the full force of this parable, it is necessary to bear in mind that the priests and the Levites were regarded by the Jews as being the highest favored and chosen by God, whereas the Samaritan regarded as being entirely outside the pale of salvation. Jesus recognized no religion outside the conduct, and truly there is none. Pure goodness is religion, and outside it there is no religion. There are innumerable doctrines, and there is much strife with the hated controversy, but a man is only truly religious when he succeeds in rising above this and teaches and reaches a loving place in his heart, where all hateful distinctions are burned away by the pure flames of compassion and the love. In this divine place Jesus stood, and he called other men thither to receive rest and peace. Then Jesus was meek and lowly and loving and compassionate and pure. His word beautiful. But it is not sufficient. It is necessary, reader, that ye also should be meek and lowly and loving and compassionate and pure, that Jesus subordinated his own will to the will of the Father. It is inspired to know, but it is not sufficient. It is necessary that ye too should likewise subordinate your will to that of the overruling good. The grace and beauty and goodness that were in Jesus can be of no value to you, cannot be understood by you unless they are also in you, and they can never be in you until you practice them. For apart from doing, the qualities which constitute goodness do not, as far as you are concerned, exist. To adore Jesus for his divine qualities is a long step toward truth, but to practice those qualities is truth itself. And he who truly adores the perfection of another will not rest content in his own imperfection, but will fashion his soul after the likeness of the other. To us and to all there is no sufficiency, no blessedness, no peace to be derived from the goodness of another, not even the goodness of God, not until the goodness is done by us, not until it is by constant effort incorporated in our being, can we know and possess its blessedness and peace. Therefore, those who adores Jesus for his divine qualities, practice those qualities himself, and that too shall be divine. The teaching of Jesus brings man back to the simple truth that righteousness or right doing is entirely a matter of individual conduct, and not a mystical something apart from a man's thoughts and actions. And that each must be righteous for himself, each must be a doer of the word, and it is man's own doing that brings him peace and gladness of heart, not the doings of another. Millions of people worship Jesus and call him Lord, but Jesus does not leave us in any difficulty or doubt as to who are his disciples, and to who have entered into life. His words are directness and simplicity itself. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. And again, why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? And they are the doers of the Father's will who shape their conduct to the divine precepts. The doer's word demonstrates and proves the truth in his own mind and life. He thus knows the internal rock and the substantial reality within himself, and he builds around the temple of righteousness which no rains of grave, no one's temptation, no flood of sin can destroy or undermine. It's only the doer of forgiveness who tastes the sweets of forgiveness. It is only who practices love, mercy, and righteousness who receive into his heart the overflowing measure of their blessedness. And none but he who dwells in peace and towards all can know the boundless and immeasurable peace. Thus is doing the word the disciple indeed, and continuing in that word, becoming one with it in heart and mind. He knows the truth, which frees the soul from the bondage of sin.